The mystery of Clockwork Forest. The strange sound in the garden. Aiman was 8 years old, and he lived his backyard in Zibu. It was full of rambutan trees, hiding spots, and a small wooden gate that led to the wild woods. Usually, Aiman followed his father's rule, never go past the gate alone. But one Tuesday afternoon, while Aiman was hanging up the laundry to help his mom, he heard something strange. It wasn't the sound of birds or the wind. It was a tick-tock-clink that sounded like a giant watch. Aiman whispered to himself. He looked at the wooden gate. It was slightly open. His little sister, Aisha, was busy playing with her dolls, and his mom was inside the kitchen. Aiman's curiosity began to grow. He remembered his cousin Fairy's words. Small good things happen when you are brave and kind. Aiman decided that finding the source of the noise was a good thing. He grabbed his bright yellow flashlight and slipped through the gate into the mechanical woods. The deeper Aiman walked into the woods, the stranger things became. The leaves on the trees weren't just green. Some were made of shiny copper instead of squirrel. He saw tiny metal creatures with glowing blue eyes. Suddenly, he bumped into something soft. Ouch! A voice cried out. Aiman jumped back. Sitting on a mossy log was a boy about his age. He wore a green vest and a hat with, with large brass goggles. I'm sorry, Aiman said. I'm Aiman. Who are you? I'm Bob, the boy said, rubbing his head. I'm the keeper of the Clockwork Forest. Or I was. Everything is breaking down because the great wheel had stopped spinning. Aiman looked around. The tick-tock sound he heard was getting slower. The metal birds were sitting still, and the copper leaves were turning a dull rusty brown. Can I help? Aiman asked. Bob looked at Aiman's yellow and blue striped shirt. You look like someone who has good habits. To fix the great wheel, we need three things: the key of kindness, the oil of patience, and the spark of courage. The key of kindness. The key is kept by the grumpy stone tool, Bob explained. They walked into a bridge made of grey stone. Sitting in the middle was a toad who looked very sad. He was blocking the way and muttering to himself. He is not mean, Aiman whispered to Bob. He just looked lonely. Aiman remembered how he felt when he used to wake up late and feel grumpy. He walked up to the toad and reached into his pocket. He found a small red biscuit he had saved from his nap time. Hello, Mr. Toad, Aiman said softly. Would you like to share my biscuits? The troll stopped muttering. He looked at the biscuit, then at Aiman's friendly smile. Nobody had ever offered him a snack before. The troll's heart began to grow. You are a good boy, the troll rumbled. He reached into his ear and pulled out a golden key. Kindness opens more doors than strength ever could. The oil of patience. Next, they had to find the oil of patience. It was located at the bottom of the Whispering Well. We have to wait for the moon to hit the water perfectly, Bob said. They sat by the well. Minutes passed, then an hour. Bob started to fidget. This is taking too long. Let's push through a rock in. Throw a rock in. No, Aiman said, sitting calmly. My dad taught me that good things take time. If you rush, you might break the well. Aiman started to hum a song he liked. He watched the stars. He didn't complain once. Finally, the moon moved directly overhead. A small bucket rose from the well, filled with golden oil. Your patience saved us, Bob said, amazed. I would have given up. The spark of courage. Finally, they reached the center of the forest. The great gear was a massive machine, as tall as a house. At the very top was a dark hole where the spark was supposed to be. The spark is guarded by the shadow of doubt. Bob whispered. Aiman looked up. It was very high, and the shadow looked like a big dark cloud. That whisper means things like, you are too small. You can't do this. Aiman felt his leg shake. But then he thought of Aisha and his parents. If he didn't fix the forest, the rust would spread to his garden at home. I am Aiman, he shouted. I am Aiman, he shouted at the dark cloud. I'm 8 years old. I have good habits, and I'm not afraid. He climbed the ladder. Every time the shadow whispered, Aiman thought of a happy memory, playing at the park with Paris, or finishing his homework. His happiness acted like a shield. He reached the top, grabbed the spark, and plugged it into the gear. Clack! Uh, ding! The great gear began to spin. The metal birds took flight, chirping musical notes. The copper leaves began to shimmer, and the whole forest turned into a beautiful glowing wonderland. You did it, Aiman, Bob cheered. Bob gave Aiman a small brass button. Keep this. It is a reminder that even a small boy can do big things if he is kind, patient, and brave. Aiman waved goodbye and ran back through the wooden gate. He made it just in time for dinner. At dinner, Aiman, where have you been? His mom asked, smiling as she set the table. Just helping a friend, Aiman said. He sat down, ate his vegetables without being asked, and shared his story with Aisha. That night, Aiman didn't feel tired or unhappy. He felt like a hero because he knew that his small habits weren't just for him. They were his superpowers. Simple present tense or simple past tense grammar points here. Verb to be. So simple present tense verb to be am is. The past form is was. Are past form is were. So I am, I was. He, she is. Past tense is was. He was, she was, it was. We, you, We, you, they were, are in simple present tense verb to be, but simple past is were. So example, I'm Peter, I'm a boy, I'm 7 years old, I'm tall. Tom and I are classmates. We are hardworking. Jack was here yesterday. He was so noisy. The children were talkative in class last Sunday. You see the change of verb when the time said is in the past. So verb to be always followed by noun or adjective or adverb or place or time or PP. PP is prepositional phrase. Simple present tense or simple past tense. Ordinary verb. For simple present tense, he, she, it, you add form 1 plus s or es. I, we, you, they, you just use form 1. Alright? Simple past tense, there is no subject-verb agreement. Verb you always use feng shui. Alright, feng shui. So subject, we know there are 3 persons, 8 pronouns in English. P1 is personal pronouns I, you, he, she, it, singular, we, you, they, plural.